welcome as the Sabbath begins to set and we prepare ourselves for the new week. We are gathering this evening to observe Tu B'Shvat, literally the 15th of Shvat. The 15th of Shvat, which is one of 4 new years. This specifically the new year that celebrates the birthday of the trees. It's told that the very, very first commandment, the first privilege and responsibility that Adam and Eve received in the Garden of Eden was that we were not just to enjoy the goodness in the world that we have, but that we were to be good stewards of the earth. To be a good steward requires that we be aligned with ourselves, that we be embodied and actualized. Tonight, we are going to go through this Tu B'Shevat Seder to notice how we're walking with the earth and to notice how we're aligned with our own intentions and values. The Holy One led Adam through the Garden of Eden and said, I have created all of my beautiful works for your sake. Take heed not to corrupt and destroy my world, for if you corrupt it, there is no one after you to make it right. We bless together for the gift of the world, this beautiful, wonderful world. Brucha atya Eloheinu mekor hachayim oseh ma'aseh v'reshit. Amen. So in the Zohar, it's stated that wine has 2 colors, white and red. White describes, according to the Zohar, kindness, and red is strength and judgment. As we progress through the 4 cups of wine, we move through the winter toward the spring. We move from potential to actuality. If you're following the PDF on your website, paragraph 2, noticing the cold, noticing what is shut in us, noticing what is dormant. We honor that at this moment together.
Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam borei peri hagafen.
Amen. L'chaim. So everything in the physical world is really a metaphor for a deeper spiritual concept. As we begin to set on this journey together, let's begin by opening your heart to notice the world around you and how you engage with it. Paragraph 3.
With a pink hotel, and a boutique, and a sweet hot spot. Don't it always seem to go that you don't know what you've got till it's gone? They paved paradise and put up a parking lot. Ooh, ba, 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 ooh, ba, ba, ba. They took all the trees, put them in a tree museum. They charge the people $1.50 just to see him. Don't it always seem to go that you don't know what you got till it's gone? They paved paradise, put Give me spots on my apples, but leave me the birds and the bees. Please don't it always seem to go that you don't know what you got till it's gone. They paved paradise, put up a parking lot. Ooh, ba 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 ba, ooh, ba 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 ba. Late last night, heard the screen door slam. A big yellow taxi took away my old man. Don't it always seem to go that you don't know what you've got till it's gone? They paved paradise, put up a parking lot. Ooh, ba 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 ba, ooh. Don't it always seem to go that you don't know what you've got till it's gone? They paved paradise and put up a parking lot. Ooh, ba ba ba. They paved paradise and put up a parking lot. Ooh, ba ba ba. They paved paradise, put up a parking lot.
Today we are going to celebrate 4 categories of being in the universe. This is the first, it is asiyah. Find a fruit or a nut from the tree that has a shell or a peel, and hold it, if you will, in your hand. One of my favorite texts is Avot de Rabbi Natan. Avot de Rabbi Natan teaches planting is so important that if you had a sapling in your hand to plant and you were told that the Messiah had come, first plant the sapling and then go out and greet the Messiah. Just for a moment, hold the nut or fruit in your hand and feel its shell. Feel its peel. You know that on the inside it's sweet, it's nurturing. But at this moment, all we can feel is the outer protective shield. Take note of the ways that you protect yourself in the world. There's 2 kinds of protection. The good protection that keeps us safe, and the protective coverings that we each have that keep us from being fully actualized, from getting to the sweetness on the inside. Meditate on your own coverings as we turn together to paragraph 4.
Lie, 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 lie,
Celebrating the trees and the gifts of being sustained and reaching the sweetness on the inside. Asiyah, action in the world. We say together, Brucha Atiyah Eloheinu ruach haolam boret pri ha'etz. Amen. And then take a bite of the inside of the fruit or nut that was protected by its outer covering, by its peel. Tu B'Shvat aligns us with the first blooming of spring in Israel. Here in North America, it's still pretty cold outside, but for anyone who's paying attention, on the inside of the trees, the sap is beginning to flow. On some of the trees, there are even the beginnings of buds making their way up and bringing the beginnings of spring unfolding even in the winter.
1, 2, 3. השקדיה פורחת ושמש פורחת, ציפורים מראש כחג, מבראש במוחי חג. ט"ו בשבט הגיע, חג האילנות. ט"ו בשבט הגיע, חג האילנות. The almond tree is blooming 'neath the golden sun. Birds sing from every roof, telling us the time has come. Tu B'Shvat has come, holiday of trees. Tu B'Shvat has come, holiday of trees.
The second of 4 cups. This is the cup with mostly white, but a little bit, a hint of red. What is arising for you? What needs to be born for you? What needs to be birthed? This is the opportunity to be your own midwife, to welcome that new heart, that new spirit, that new moment in your life.
Baruch atah Adonai, Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam, borei peri hagafen. Amen.
L'chaim. It is a tree of life to them that hold fast to it. Henry, Shep, Maya, for all of the children that I didn't see on Zoom but who are on live stream, our learning, our Torah is a tree of life.
1, 2, 3, 4. Shalom, 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 shalom. Shalom, 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 shalom. It is a tree of life to those who hold fast to it, and all its supporters are happy. It is a tree of life to those who hold fast to it, and all its supporters are happy. Shalom, 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 shalom. Eitz chaim kila machazikim ba v'chotom teha me'ushar. Eitz chaim kila machazikim ba v'chotom teha me'ushar. Shalom, 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 shalom.
taking fruit from the tree Pri Ha'etz that is totally accessible, like the tamar, like the date. And as you know that inside of this date is a hard pit that you cannot eat. Eating is to the body what knowledge is to the soul. When we eat, we internalize the good part of the food, and through it we grow and develop. Similarly, when we get new information, we have to chew it over and digest it and integrate it into our very being. Only then can we truly grow in wisdom and in spirituality. Hold this fruit from the tree. Feel the fruit, the meat of the fruit that you know you can sink your teeth into, but notice too the energy of the hard pit inside. You know from years of us doing Tu B'Shvat together, even that pit inside need not be discarded, because that pit is the very essence of regrowth, of renewal. As a society, we have to stop disposing of things, of consuming and throwing out whatever doesn't at first glance meet our needs. So too is it true with ourselves. I carry within me hard pieces that are difficult for me to deal with. Anger or anguish, hurt. Whatever that pit is that you have inside of you, cherish it. Perhaps it needs to be gifted a new life, be replanted somewhere else, to be made with new energy. This is the act of formation, Yitzirah. But first, hold the fruit and notice what about you needs a new life, what needs to be transferred so that you can fully enjoy the fruit that's holding in your hand at this moment.
Lie, 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 lie.
Celebrating this gift of the trees, the fruit of the tree, we say together, paragraph 10, Brucha Atiyah Eloheinu Ruach HaOlam Borei Pri Ha'etz. Amen. Take a bite of the fruit, but don't chew right away. Let it sit on your tongue. Feel its flavors. Feel its sweetness and its sustenance. And when you begin to chew, chew 10 times or 20 times or 30 times before you swallow. It's time for us to raise the third of the fourth, the third of the fourth cups. Notice that this cup is half red and half white. Change is happening for us. It is possible for us to be fully embodied and fully actualized in who we are and who we need to be. Imagine that possibility as we bless together.
Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam borei pari hagafen. Amen.
L'chaim. Grab fruit from the tree, fruit from the vines that have neither a shell nor a pit. Fruits that can be eaten like a fig from a fig tree or raisins from the vine. This is extraordinary because nothing is wasted here. This is when we are grounded and full and exactly where we need to be as individuals and as a community. In Numbers Rabbah, we learn blessings abound everywhere. And when we eat from the date tree, it's an example for the whole tree. Every part of it can be used for something. Dates are for eating, branches are for blessing on Sukkot, dried up branches are for thatching, fibers are for ropes, leaves are for sieves, thick trunks for building, and so it is with Israel. So it is with community. Every one of us is needed. Every one of you are needed. Some have knowledge in Tanakh, others in Mishnah, others in Agadah, and then others in music or mitzvot or tzedakah or gemilut chasadim. Each member of the community, each person plays its part in serving the sacred. Holding this fruit that can be consumed without any interference, we meditate paragraph 13. Open for me your gates of righteousness, pitchu li sha'arei tzedek.
Lai 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 lai
Paragraph 14, Bri'ah, creation. When we are in balance with this fragile planet, when we are good stewards, when we know how to delight in the beauty around us and protect it. So we say together as we celebrate the fruit of the trees, Brucha atiyah Eloheinu ruach ha'olam boreit pri ha'etz. Amen. this fruit on your tongue. Allow yourself to salivate and celebrate and taste the sweetness, and then chew. No one's chasing you. Chew and indulge and celebrate the taste and the fullness and the privilege. Paragraph 15, a prayer of the heart.
שלא ייגמר לעולם החוף והים וישוש של המים ברק השמיים תפילת האדם החוף והים וישוש של המים ברק השמיים תפילת האדם. Oh God, my God, I pray that these things never end. The sand and the sea, the rush of the waters, the crash of the heavens, the prayer of the heart, the sand and the sea, the rush of the waters, the crash of the heavens, the prayer of the heart.
As we prepare ourselves for paragraph 16, we prepare ourselves for the fourth mystical emanation, Atzilut. And as you see, this takes no physical form. This goes beyond the physical. This is spirit, Ruach Kulo. Imagine what is possible when we go beyond ourselves, when we reach for the elevated, when we reach for the sacred, when we reach for connection with the source.
Lai 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 lai
Fourth of 4 cups of wine. This cup is fully actualized, blossoming, full of strength and courage and power and possibility. This is a celebration of the sacred. This is what we reach for. The fullness of life, the fullness of blessings, and the sacred.
Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam borei peri hagafen. Amen.
L'chaim. Paragraph 19. Our final song together, and then we will reconvene for those who choose for 15 minutes of a meet and greet. We've all been having a challenging time this past year. It is such a privilege for us to know that we have one another, to know that this shul provides for one another, not just in times of joy and celebration, but every day, every week, and especially when we are challenged with those difficult moments. Let your Judaism root you like a tree, each of us like a tree in a field, celebrating what we have and reaching for what we need, celebrating who we are and reaching for one another. Paragraph 19.
With these hands, I have planted one small seed. With these eyes, I've watched it grow into a tree. With my heart, I have given to the land. I've tried to hold on to this journey. With these hands, I have molded bricks from clay. With these eyes, I have seen a brand new day. With my heart, I've touched every grain of sand, building castles on this journey. With these hands, I have wiped away your tears. With these eyes, I have grown throughout the years. With our hearts, we have built a love so grand as we mold our precious journey. With these hands, lie, 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 With these hands, I have held a tiny child. With these eyes, I have marveled at her smile. With my heart, I've begun to understand how to hold on to this journey. With these hands, how to hold on to this journey. With these hands.
Sending love to everyone, a special word of gratitude to Alexandra, who just brings such joy to us, to Bob Helfand, to Barry Cohen, to Lee Kalish, for all of your gifts and the ways you have carried us through this year, and always we are so blessed. I'll see you on Zoom. Yesher kochachem.